this debate always happens when these two receivers play their tails off. They both went to LSU. Who's the better receiver, Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson? The conversation has to be had.
Let me hear your thoughts first.
Both of these receivers, Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, played at LSU. They were both spectacular there. Jamar Chase was, a home run pick. So was Justin Jefferson. You could say Justin Jefferson has Sam Darnold. He's had a lot of different QBs, or he had Kirk Cousins. Now he has Sam Darnold. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, they have that connection since LSU. Overall, who's a better receiver? It's very close, but I think Jamar Chase is better than Justin Jefferson. I think he's a more physical receiver. I love Justin Jefferson, but I think Jamar Chase is a more physical receiver. I think he's better after the catch. I mean, their stats are very similar. I know Justin Jefferson doesn't have Joe Burrow, but I think Jamar Chase is a better overall receiver after the catch. He's more physical. His body control. He doesn't get hurt. He's not injury prone. We've seen Justin Jefferson. He's had a few injuries already. So I think if I'm going for longevity, I think I'm taking Jamar Chase. No discredit to Justin Jefferson because he's had a spectacular career. He's already broken a bunch of records. He had the rookie record and then Jamar Chase broke it. But if you're giving me a receiver, I think I have to take Jamar Chase over Justin Jefferson. I really do. I understand Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have had that connection since LSU, but Jamar Chase is spectacular after the catch. I mean, he is insane in the open field. It's like Malik Neighbors is like a mix of Odell and Jamar Chase, and you get Malik, and that's what you get. It's like how I think about Malik Neighbors, and that's how I think of Jamar Chase. Like they're just both so special in the open field. It's like, and I know Justin Jefferson gets double and triple teams, but man, Jamar Chase is a force on the field, and he's just so much more physical. Go ahead.
I love both wide receivers. LSU was one of the schools I applied to. I could have saw them win a natty. Shame on me. I think it's two different games. One, I'm not trying to discredit Jamar Chase and his route running, but I think if you were to say like, oh, who's a better route runner, I'm going Justin Jefferson. I've seen him get open like all the time, right? But Jamar Chase is a bigger athlete. He's a wide receiver that you can throw more 70-30 balls. I'd say 80-20, to be honest. If you're looking at his stats this year, he has been taking over games and carrying fantasy teams all around the nation. He
177 last night for 14 receptions.
And this wasn't his only game. He had multiple touchdowns or like crazy yards. He did that against the Ravens in the second half. Now
he had 220 yards, 230 yards.
Yes, ridiculous. I would also go with Jamar Chase. I love the bigger wide receiver. That's not trying to discredit Justin Jefferson. I want to add Jamar Chase was putting up these numbers with T. Higgins at the time, back in the earlier years. Justin Jefferson, who was he fighting for?
Nobody
Thielen?
this year.
Was he fighting Adam Thielen? Like, let's be honest, he became the wide receiver one immediately. T. Higgins was still that dude. For a minute. This year too, you can argue Jamar Chase has been on a team with a bad offensive line play, with wide receivers in and out the lineup. Jermaine Burton was on the slot gambling when he was out inactive. Justin Jefferson, he has a great supporting cast. He doesn't have to always get double teamed. I'm not saying both of them get their fair looks, in my opinion. But yeah,
absolutely.
That's just my case for Jamar Chase.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, we had this conversation last year when the Vikings and the Bengals played each other, and I know Jamar Chase. Yes, the Vikings and the Bengals played each other last year because that was Nick Mullins and Jake Browning. This was the December game on NFL Network last year, and Jamar Chase didn't play that game because he was hurt. But you pull up the stats this year. This is from this game last night. Jamar Chase has 93 receptions with 1,319 yards first. Both of those are first. Touchdowns first, 15. Averaging 14.2 yards a catch. It's 62nd. Whatever. 75 receptions, Jefferson. Jefferson also missed some time. 1,170 yards second behind Chase. 7 touchdowns, and then he's at 15.6 yards a catch, averaging.
Quarterback play does matter. I give all credit to Jamar having history ready with Joe Burrow. That's
100%.
That said, if you're looking at it from an offensive standpoint, right, or scheme-wise, Justin Jefferson is similar to Amon-Ra. He's getting a lot of looks because the offensive coordinator and head coach knows he is our playmaker. We need to get him involved immediately. Jamar Chase, on the other hand, he did not get those looks all the time.
No. So if I needed a receiver for a one playoff set, I'm taking Jamar Chase, and if I'm taking my wide receiver one in the draft between Chase and Jefferson, I'm taking Jamar Chase. I don't think it's a far-fetched statement to say that Jamar Chase is the best receiver in the NFL. I really don't. I mean, he's right there with you have AJ Brown, you have Justin Jefferson, you've had Amon-Ra, Jamar, CD. Like, I mean, the conversation has to be had. Yeah, I think I would have to take Jamar. I love Justin Jefferson, but from what I've seen, what Jamar has done this season, it's been remarkable, especially even in a contract year too. He is proving to the Bengals how valuable and how important he is.
Should have paid him last season.
Should have paid me in the offseason, because now I'm going to demand more than what I wanted last year. He wants, it's personal. He wants more than just over a penny over Justin Jefferson. He wants a lot more than that.
Yeah.